What is going on, guys? toyhuntr here, back with another toy hunt video. Today is Comic Book Wednesday. Not when you're watching this, but it's Comic Book Wednesday today. So we're going to hit up two comic book shops today. First, we're going to hit up Tate's Comics, because that's where I get my comic books. We're going to grab Sean Gordon Murphy's Batman Curse of the White Knight. We're going to grab Jerry Duggan's X-Men Marauders. And then we're going to hit up Corcus Comics, because they have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse's Miles Morales PX exclusive, which is Miles in this little hoodie. It looks really cool. I'll throw a picture up there so you can see it. That's a must-have. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, arguably the greatest comic book movie of all time. Arguably. Some days it is. Some days it's Endgame. Most days it is. I'm super biased though. So anyway, we're definitely going to grab that. And then I'm going to hit up a Target because I just haven't been to one in forever. So we're going to go there. And then, here in the New York Comic Con, Stan Lee, the Walmart exclusive, is around my area. So I want to search a Walmart, a very specific Walmart. I want to head there, see if they have it. And that'll be it. That's a lot. So without further ado, shall we? See you on the hunt. All right, new comics. So we are picking up Marauders. Look at that beautiful, beautiful Russell Dauterman cover. Marauders we are grabbing, and we are picking up, of course, Sean Gordon Murphy, Curse of the White Knight. Gonna find me a better cover. I typically always go for the variants when it comes to Sean Gordon Murphy. Not that the originals don't look dope, but the variants are always like, how badass is Alfred with a freaking sword? Freaking cool. Okay, it's windy outside, but went in, copped them. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Didn't want to stay too long, so didn't want to show anything around. But yeah, we got them. Alright, in Target, they have a little Star Wars section here. So, obviously the Star Wars pops are releasing for the movie coming soon. Finn, I like that Finn has an outfit now. That's really cool. Got this character, Zori Bliss. It's a pretty cool design. Pretty cool design. And this is Lieutenant Connix. So man, they're making them for every character. It seems that's a lot of characters there. A lot of people. I don't know most of these people. I only know Finn so far. And Jaina, who looks pretty cool. She's got a flowy cape on. And she's got some glasses on her head. Kind of in on Jaina. And Zoe Bliss again. And they've got Legos and stuff, of course. And Lego Yoda's pretty cool. Let's see, anything different on this side? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Pretty much more the same. Some more Legos, of course. But they got a pop section, so of course let's check that out. Funko pop section. Here we are. And I'm not seeing anything that I'm really that interested in. I really need to watch Westworld. I'm super behind on that. Yeah, they got the Green Giant. It's pretty cool. Oh, this Zoolander pop. This is hilarious. That's hilarious. Got some NASCAR stuff up there. This Bastion. I know nothing about Overwatch. I know nothing, man. Oh, Sting's pretty cool. That's awesome, from the police. It's really cool. I got X-23 Venom, which is also pretty dope. That's really cool. Love me some Laura Kinney. That's X-23's real name. Some Pennywise, because it's October. You can't not have Pennywise here. Only makes sense. But yeah, that's really it. Your historical moments. Washington crossing the Delaware, that's pretty cool. And Mounted White Walker. Another Mounted White Walker. Yeah, nothing really catching my eye. So I think, they got I always forget that they got the NECA section. Like, that became their kind of thing. So it's Alien there. That's pretty cool. Some Predator. Yeah, all this is like out of my area of expertise. I try and stray away from this stuff. But yeah, looks cool. Let's check out some figures. And here are the Legends Boom Boom. We're seeing Boom Boom everywhere. Yeah, Spider-Woman there. Some Captain Marvels. More Boom Booms. Got the Uncanny Cyclops, which is actually pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. We got Wolverine. And we got Dazzler, which is honestly the better look for Dazzler than the classic version, the classic disco version. Another Cyclops and Silver Samurai back there. Okay. Malekith doesn't want to stand. But yeah, nothing. You know, I'm still been wanting that Spider-Man Far From Home 2-pack with Zendaya, because Zendaya is a god and I need her. But I don't see her anywhere. I'll have to find that by other means, of course. Such is life. Such is life. Alright, we are in Walmart. Speaking of Walmart, Power Rangers. These are cool. I know it's Hasbro. I'm gonna jump in. I'm trying to get the classics one so far, but I'm like being super patient with it. But I think these just look really cool, man. And I already like Hasbro's quality, of course, because of the Marvel Legends. So they're, you know, and their Black Series. So that's only gonna make it better. Eventually, I will jump on for sure. For sure. And as far as Legends are concerned, they got Boom Boom, which we've seen. They got Blink back there. They got the modern comic Black Cat. Another Blink here. And another modern Black Cat there. So that's what I got so far. They actually have Black Series. Most of these don't end up having Black Series. Oh, so this is from the new one. Ray and Dio. That's pretty cool. Face sculpt is okay. It's alright. I already have a Ray though, so. And then here we have, oh yes, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. You see the title. I'm a huge Kylo Ren guy. Love The Last Jedi. Obviously it's where he became the Supreme Leader, so I'm all in. I know it's like controversial to like The Last Jedi, but I love that movie. And this looks cool. I prefer the pop more than I do this figure, to be honest. Plus I already have a Kylo Ren, so to kind of double dip, you really only be double dipping for that head sculpt, which is pretty cool with the red cracks in it, which does look awesome, but I'll hold off on it. I'll hold off on it. And then there's another one down there, and that looks like it. We're here for the pops, so let's go check those out. Ah, yes, this is exactly what I was hoping for. Only reason I came here. Yes, Stan Lee, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is the one other one I wanted for NYCC, but obviously was Walmart, and we all know how Walmart gets. They suck. I should be frank about it. But today they don't suck. They got them. They got them. Yeah. So we will look, see what else they have, but I came for one reason and one reason only. With the Elsa. I'm actually pretty excited for Frozen 2, to be honest with you. This is actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty dope. And I never, like, I got into the Thanos Chrome. I didn't get into the Hulk Chrome. I don't really know why, but just never really got into it. Plenty of Elsas, more Hulk Chromes. And then this big one, which is definitely a thought, but I don't know. But it is really cool. We got some more Hulks coming out though, for sure. So it's definitely the Taco Hulk that I'm definitely gonna want to add to the crew. But man, the reason we're here, the only reason we're here. And we are back from the hunt. We're gonna start off with Marauders here. Obviously you saw Winter Tate's must pick up. If you're not on to any of the X-Men books that are happening right now, I'd highly suggest getting on. We're getting a bunch of new number ones. Hickman just kind of reworked and reshaped the entire thing, so it's really great. As biased as I can be with that, Jonathan Hickman being one of my favorite writers, period. So yeah, but I'd highly recommend, and I never pass up a chance to get a Russell Dauterman art cover. Like, his art is just phenomenal. So it's definitely, when he does a cover, I gotta go and get it. And so I typically read my books digitally, but I'll go to a comic book store, say Tate's for instance, because that's my comic book shop, my local one anyway. And if it's a cover I feel like I need to have, I go and pick it up. So that's what I do. So I read more than what I have and what I picked up today, but you know, it was Russell Dodderman. I could not pass that up. Just couldn't. And speaking of another artist that I love, just like Russell Dodderman, Sean Gordon Murphy. If you've been watching this channel, you've probably heard me talk about Sean Gordon Murphy before, and probably 2 years back when he wrote Batman White Knight. This is now the sequel, Batman Curse of the White Knight. This is issue 4. Sean Gordon Murphy not only does the art, he also writes this book, and it's just phenomenal. Highly, highly, highly recommend, just as I do with all the X-Men books. This is definitely highly recommended, and shouts out to Matt Hollingsworth for the amazing colors. And I usually tend to pick up, like I said in the store, his variant covers because they're just always so super dope. Not that the commons aren't cool, but his variant covers are usually so super unique, and I just like the way they look. So it's always super cool to have it. Sean Gordon Murphy writes a book, draws a book. I need to get it. So this was definitely a must grab for me, and again, another highly, highly, highly recommend for you. So we ended up at another comic book shop, ended up going to Corca's. Unfortunately, Tate's didn't have this PX exclusive Miles Morales, and so Corca Comics, which is another comic book store in South Florida, happened to get it. I guess they got it early. I'm not too sure what happened there, but they got it early, and I didn't want to wait for Tate's to get it. So it's a Miles Morales. It's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This was definitely a must-have for me. Again, if you've watched this channel, you've probably heard me talk about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's just the greatest comic book movie ever made. Today, tomorrow, maybe Endgame. Today, it's Spider-Verse. I flip back and forth. We're in such a great renaissance of comic book movies. We're at the point where we can flip back and forth between what's the greatest comic book movie ever made. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is, whew. That's it. That's it. Yeah, and especially in today's age, and recently and today in the news, where there's a bunch of talk about the comic book genre. You know, I won't get into all of that, but I'll just say this: stop caring about people you don't know who don't like things that you do in 2020. Like what you like. That's why I collect what I collect. I collect what I like. So just that little piece of advice, and let's go ahead and open up Miles. Here we have Miles, just looking so awesome. If you have not seen this movie, I highly recommend it. You gotta watch it. It's phenomenal. It'll be the best comic book movie you've ever seen. It's on Netflix. Enjoy. You're welcome. Now, as far as the pop is concerned, this is my third Into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales that I have, plus the comic book versions that I also have. Miles, for those who don't know, Miles is my favorite Spider-Man, just period. And he's probably like my third favorite character ever. But as far as Spider-Man goes, he's my favorite Spider-Man, period. And what they were able to do in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is just phenomenal. And to make him as close as they can to his comic book, but then also unique to the movie in his own right. And one of the things that they did that with was his style. And as you can see with his custom graffiti artwork on his chest and just the Jordans, obviously they couldn't throw on the Nike check there, but you know they're Jordans. You know they're the ones. And then the hoodie, just a super cool look. You know, Miles had all the dope looks in the movie, man. And to the hair, to his style, just all of it, man. And just a unique character and a unique movie, and just phenomenal. I'm so glad that they made this. And anytime they make a Miles Morales pop, especially from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I will be getting it. So this was a no-brainer for me, and a very special addition to my collection. It's Miles Morales. It's just who he is. Now, on to the creator of Spider-Man, Stan Lee. And shouts out to Steve Ditko as well. creating Spider-Man. Without those two guys, we wouldn't have Miles Morales. So yeah, always got to pay homage to the creators for sure. And this one was, man, I didn't even know if this was going to be possible. I tried to get this online back on New York Comic Con. No luck. For one, it's Walmart, and Walmart sucks, as most of you probably know. So for this to pop up into stores, I was super excited. Funny enough, I ended up checking out Brickseek, which I hadn't checked out in a while, and just on a whim was like, let me throw in the DPCI and see what I get. Happened to find a store that had it, and as you saw, they just put them out, just kind of shoved them somewhere because it's Walmart. And luckily I got there before anybody else found them, because they probably would have bought up the whole thing. So, but I leave the rest for the other hunters, my fellow hunters, and I just grabbed one because that's all I need. Let's go ahead and open them up. And here you have Stan Lee. So on when you look online, they call him Stan Lee Astronaut, but he's not really an astronaut. He's actually one of the Watchers, which was. So, if you don't know, this is and the reason why it has Guardians of the Galaxy on the box, this was the cameo for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. A phenomenal movie. And probably this has to be up there with one of his best cameos, especially as far as the MCU is concerned. And just in Marvel movies as a whole, because we all know Stan Lee's been in all of them as a cameo. It's everybody's way of paying homage to the great Stan Lee. And so this one was one of the cooler ones because it kind of just put all of his cameos into perspective. And with him being the Watcher typically is a character that just kind of watches over the universe. He may heed warnings sometimes, and he may give advice sometimes, but he typically never gets involved in anything, but he's kind of just above it all and watching. And so for Stan Lee to be kind of, I believe in the cameo, he's just kind of sitting there and talking with Uatu, who's the main Watcher character. And so it's kind of like when you saw it, it's one of those things, if you know, you know. And when you saw it in the movie, especially for me personally, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, he's a Watcher. That makes so much sense. And like, why would he be in every single scene all the time in every movie? Because he's a Watcher. It just made so much sense for them to kind of tie that all the way around. James Gunn is a genius for that, and I thank him for that. And for that, we get this marvelous, pun intended, marvelous pop. And just, so I guess he kind of looked like an astronaut, but I don't know. I'm calling him a Watcher. I'm going to call it Watcher Stan Lee instead of astronaut Stan Lee. That's what I'm deeming it. So this was definitely one of the ones I wanted from New York Comic Con. Obviously, didn't think I would be able to get it. Glad that I'm able to have it now. And I believe I have two other Stan Lees. I believe Captain America, the first Avenger cameo, and I have Guardians Volume 1 cameo. So now to have both Guardian cameos is actually really cool. So I'm glad to have it. Glad I was able to find it. If you're still out there searching for it, good luck. I wish you the best. And hopefully you can grab one as well, because it is a just really cool pop. Not too much bells and whistles to it, but gets the job done. You know who it is. It's Stan Lee, the man. Stan the man, as Kevin Smith so lovingly calls him. And I'm just glad to have it as part of my collection. Wouldn't be possible without this guy. So that's going to be it for this video and this hunt. It was really cool. I was able to execute on everything I wanted, which is awesome. Typically hunts don't work out that way, but this time it happened to. So that was pretty cool. I was able to get through it without any frustration. That last hunt for Emma, man, was whoo boy. When you gotta ride around to like 6 or 7 Walgreens, that gets tough. That gets tiring. But this one was super easy, super quick, and super fun. I was able to get Miles, obviously, Stan Lee, the comics I wanted. So worked out perfectly. So thank you guys for joining me on this hunt. If you like more videos like this and you want to see more, please leave a like, please subscribe, and please hit that bell so that way you get notified every time I drop a brand new video. Until next time, my name is Toy Hunter. See you on the hunt. Listen.